Do we have a tripod?
I have a ball.
Apple, look at me. I want to take the camera. Apple.
Wave to Abba.
Apple, look at me.
But, yeah, I mean, if you come talk to Sadie, you know, if you, it's a two-way street, things are. You know what a two-way street means? You do things, you know, you're nice to me, I'm nice to you.
Oh, zoom.
You say, Sadie, what do you think?
There's an automatic zoom. You have to do it with your hand.
Jaco, let's take Jaco. Are you taking it? You're not skipping the button down? No.
Yeah, I would do the cake. I would do the cake.
You have to push the button to stop it.
Okay.
I would do the cake.
Well, we gotta light the candle and sing happy birthday.
Yeah, but you should look at the cake. I have
All right, I'll put it in the fridge so that it's up for right now. It's really
Yeah, a candle.
Maybe.
Sadie isn't 1 years old.
Oh, sister said you had a very definite opinion. Anyway, as long as you're standing up.
What do you need?
That's okay, leave it right there.
No,
Here's
it's
your
not.
friend. He'll bring it.
I'll blow it
No,
up.
but
Yeah.
They're making fun for me.
Okay, sit down.
Sit down.
Okay, let's everybody
Go
sing.
ahead, see, everybody can sing. Go over
Loud.
there. Wait.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Pick a me.
Happy
Pick a me.
birthday.
Sing, Milka. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you? Sing, Milka. How old are you now? She's getting younger.
Okay, blow it up.
Zadie, how old are you?
Ah,
I am.
Brian, we
65. It's old.
Everything's relative.
I'm 65.
That's-
All right, Manucha, you didn't sing to Zadie.
He's 65 and he doesn't sing any better than he did when he was 25.
You go sing happy birthday to Zadie now.
Can I take out the candle? Now.
Go ahead.
Did you sing to Zadie?
No.
Yeah.
You sang before, but there wasn't any.
Okay, cut the cake. Very good.
Forgot the words.
Ellie, smile.
Sheet cake. Yeah, for sheet cake. Chocolate frosting. And we're sitting around ordering other things. And then goes,
Does it say rec run in there?
Yeah.
wheels around in the silver store. I saw him sitting there. I didn't even realize what it was.
Oh, Levi Baruch. What Sedra is this week, Levi Baruch? What Sedra?
Vaira.
Okay, very good. How many books did you read?
What do you mean?
2 so far, I think, for the contest.
Yes.
I'm in my middle of 3.
Okay.
You can get drunk watching this.
Manucha, come here.
No, Jacob wants to take your picture.
Jacob, come on, Levi.
Hold on.
Look up and Sadie.
Hold on.
Who's it?
Here, it's your shelves.
Hello.
Tasting the food. What would you like, Ephraim? Let's see what's in here. You like fish
You know what now? I think we should maybe get
Beef
some
oil?
ham in.
right over there.
Underneath.
Do it
Underneath. There's
Pokies, little
another blue
pokies.
one.
You like these?
Yeah,
Chopped
that's what she was
fruit,
gonna
chopped
get some.
liver.
Okay, I'll take some of these.
No.
We'll get together too, we're talking about.
Oh, great.
No, sing Zadie happy birthday. Give him a hug and a kiss.
We were there last summer.
Last night it wasn't so spicy. My brother, I think, is. I think you know. I'm 59 years. I think you know. You know, one of my Marcia, you know. No, I'll come in, he'll go out.
I know her boy. Either he's coming in or I'm going out or that's Yaakov. Boy, he takes the cake on in summer.
You heard the story? It's swimming. I give it away to David.
How you doing? You still working a little bit?
Little, very little.
Maybe. So I give it away. Hi, Jaco.
Yeah, doing some consulting.
That's her husband and her daughter. Is that son?
That's why I told him on something.
That's one way to share it.
So Sunday she but she looks gorgeous. Very slim.
You now we got a blue. Now you can talk.
Happy birthday. See you in New York.
What they do? They already have a question.
I thought it was some personality. No, and you say you got so excited someone's talking about you. Don't take my
Years here. Right, I had my son for 2 years there.
Listen, Rabbi Yogi, did you at least get me once in the camera? Okay.
I want a chicken wing.
Meatballs?
I like it. So the only thing is, I want to get another.
You still got French toast. And he lives right on Berkeley, so he must have been a
And Hillard's and Julie's. Alright. Look at how this is a beautiful picture. What's on your face? Isn't that a beautiful picture? Oh, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful. It's 3 minutes to 4.
What time is it?
I supervise nothing goes up, doesn't go past me.
Happy birthday to
I told you when they went to take pictures, tell them my school projects. Not to mention time and stuff, I didn't want to get her one shot.
Happy birthday.
Let's see what they look like.
Baby, how old are you?
How old are you now?
Mike?
65.
We got
Today.
That's a cocktail table.
They're getting $1 each and the rest is going
It's under the blue moon.
She's got a nice home. She lives up.
They were good. They spent an hour this morning. Tear down Chicago Bears. To victory. Tear down Chicago Bears.
Well,
We'll never forget the way you turn out the lights. The party's over. Don't hit the switch.
party's up. You gotta fry them. Happy Yom Haledet. Yom Haledet. Yom Haledet. And how about Menucha singing I Have a Little Dreidel?
Where should Zadie be next year?
She's eager. Thatcher, hurry up.
Come on and sing. Come on in.
Oh, Thatcher, why didn't you wear these nice clothes for the party?
Sing and dance with them. Shana Haba. Dance. Yerushalayim, Shana Haba. Careful. Shana Haba. Wait.
Go slow.
Dance a nice circle with your line to. Yaakov, come on. Shana Haba. What else? I have.
We could do it in Yiddish.
Okay.
You know in Yiddish?
I only know a little bit.
Let's hear
Okay.
it.
How do you sing it?
What do you know?
Baby, help Yaakov. He's trying to sing I Have a Little Dreidel in Yiddish.
Yiddish?
Ich bin ein und Dreidel. Coming out of Clyde. Und wenn it's dry and ready, the dreidel wine will play.
Say something. Anniversary. Marcia's throwing us a beautiful party. Beautiful. Perfect. Marcia Stewart.
Right. And Manuka, say hello. So you'll be in the movies with us. Okay?
Happy anniversary. This is February 25th, 1989 at the 40th anniversary party of Mr. and Mrs. Mike and Edith Sheinfeld.
Where's it from?
This movie camera. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
About the family.
It's good that you came in so you can.
Why are you taking a bit?
Come on, let's sit down. Don't get her.
Say Is there sound on there? Is there sound on it? Okay. Well, we might as well talk about number 40. In yearbook. Because we should have lots of nachas from them. So by the time we should have nachas from Mike and Edie.
I'll come around for you, don't worry.
Okay.
You don't have to make this.
We have a lot of nachas, lots of stuff to where Edith holding up with Mike for 40 years.
Josh, Sharon isn't coming in, Josh?
No.
She can come in. What's the matter? She can go overnight. What's the big family? She's an executive type, isn't she? Hello there.
We're always on our best.
It's the show bag.
This table always has something to say.
Aha. Yes, we do.
We have everything to
We're
say.
your friends Edith and Mike. Right. We're going to drink up.
Ryan's about to take a good out.
Right.
What are you doing?
The best part about tonight is that Josh is here.
Taking pictures.
I am.
Did you get that remark?
Very special.
She said the salad is great. Now he doesn't eat salad.
To be with you and take a record.
Here, Al. Take these to
Please come down.
I'd like to welcome all of you here this evening. We're glad you could all be here. You were all given homework assignments. And no grades. We're gonna start with the grandchildren, and with the youngest grandchild will be first, Jakob Sheinfeld.
Okay, shut. Hey, come here, I want to hear this. Hey, Jakob.
Put that on the table. Very loud.
I like to sleep at my Bubby's and Zadie's house because a lot of my friends live near there. It makes Zadie happy when he could take me across the street to Yakamatinki's Bubby instead of all the way to Greenleaf, to Yakub's house. I'm glad that Zadie is not mad that he has to drive all the way to the Museum of Science and Industry. I'm glad that Bubby makes delicious Hanukkah cookies. I hope they stay happy and healthy, and I hope they have 40 more years of anniversaries.
Next is Levy.
Fine. That's beautiful.
Very good.
Jakob, perfect. Go ahead and start tomorrow.
My camera's in here.
A poem about Bubby and Zadie. Tonight they will be married 40 years. During these 40 years they had 4 children. Those children, not including the wives or husbands, multiplied to 9 and almost 10. I hope they have a lot more grandchildren. I also hope they live a lot longer so they can have more anniversaries.
Yehuda. Next we'll call on Yehuda Sheinfeld.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, Yudy, wait a second.
Wait, you gotta go.
Yeah, but we didn't hear all the words, so you got to slow down.
She'll have it, she can read them over later.
To Bubby and Zadie, today is the day when the past 40 years have come to life. From the time you two said I do until today and forever, together we see together the two of you. On Sundays, Zadie takes us to the gas station for candy and a visit to the budget operation. After that, we used to take rides to store number 9, where Zadie did business in the time we had his fine. Then off to the cigar store we go, and there the smellers are full. Then back to Bubby's to eat lunch. For us to eat, he makes a bun. This is from Yudy, your grandson. I'm the one who likes to have fun. So happy anniversary, dear Bubby and Zadie.
No more store number 9, but that's all right.
We used to go to store number 9.
Yeah, he did.
Yudy doesn't run around anymore.
Bubby and Zadie. 40 years is a long time. You've been together for better and for worse. You've endured 4 kids and their countless grandchildren. Whether Zadie was taking us on Sunday drives or Bubby was playing peacemaker when we slept over, we haven't made it easy for you. But all that is going to change now, right? Right. Keep wishing. But let's look to the future. We'll be back here in about 10 years. By then we'll have gone through Levi's bar mitzvah and Yaakov's and Ephraim's too. Dacha's bas mitzvah and Yudy's and mine high school graduation. And by that time, Zadie will probably be driving his great-grandchildren. I bet he'll still be the gunman at Rabbi Rosenthal's show, too. May we have another 40 years. Love, Ellie.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'll be married.
You may have great grandchildren.
Well,
he's giving 5 years for the 8 o'clock.
Volunteers to finish with that table. Okay. Call on the
Thank you.
the elder statesman of that table, our good friends and neighbors, Ron Sokolic.
Right, there you go. You wouldn't let me big.
He's going to take his gun out and shoot.
Well, it's true. He's the oldest one at that table.
40 years ago, on 2/27, a wedding took place. It was a match made in heaven.
Wow.
2 young people were starting a new life as they took their vows to become husband and wife.
Wow. Oh, hey, right on. Boy.
Edith and Mike were wed that day, so much in love as they are still today.
I didn't get as big.
Mike, who's from Poland, came here as a teen. Lucky for Edith, he arrived on the scene. She was engaged to another, but that didn't last. When Edith met Mike, they fell in love fast. They since have been blessed with 4 kids of their own, 2 boys and 2 girls, all of them grown. Shalamith, Joshua, and Stuart are all married with kids, 5 boys and 4 girls, and all of them yids. Sharon is still single, but that is okay. She keeps busy at her job. Sharon's a CPA. Mike and Edith also keep busy as they both have careers. Mike has been with Spiegel's for more than 30 years. A travel agency is where Edith plays it cool, since she gave up her job at the nursery school. So to Edith and Mike, and to all of their kin, God bless you all. Now let the party begin.
Tough act to follow. Another good friend of the family sitting at the table, Rabbi Berger.
I wouldn't want to follow him.
Which one is it? Rabbi is accustomed to public speaking. Don't forget us.
It's a little bit, it's the words to show it. It's a little bit hard to follow Shakespeare. But I just want to say a few words, really in place of my good friend Rabbi Rosenthal, who was able to make it.
A bean
I had a really good few words to prepare to say, but I thought that the anniversary was for the Schwartzes instead. When I came here, I found out that it's an in-joke. It's an in-joke. In all honesty, this morning we read of the construction of the Mishkan of the Tabernacle in the desert. And we see that we see that Moses attempted to put it together and he wasn't able to, and Aaron attempted to put it together, he wasn't able to, and instead they had to look for a person from a third generation, a younger person, Bezalel, who at that time was only 13 years old, and it was only through the wisdom of Bezalel that the Beis Hamikdash was finally, the Mishkan was finally put together, and all the plans and all the dreams of Moses and Aaron were culminated by coming together of this young man and the people of his generation to put it together. The simcha tonight is a very lovely simcha. It's true that at one time in my life I thought 40 years was a long time, and now I'm not so sure that it's such a long time. But Kate Yirbu, that should be many, many following. However, the true simcha is in the fact that Kenai Nahara, there are children and grandchildren here to celebrate. I think this is the culmination of the meaningfulness of the marriage and of the anniversary and the happiness of life. And may we wish you many, many years of happiness to come. And happiness meaning nachas from children in good health.
Very good. You want to be next? I was going to save you for later. Okay. I have a special request. Which one is it? You're going to sing. It's a Schultz report.
Same thing to me.
They say that opposites attract, and married couples look alike. But I don't think this applies to our dear Edith and Mike. He is quiet and deliberate, never seems to be in a hurry, while there always seems to be a reason for Edith to worry. Through the years, Mike's weight never changes, not even a pound. But on even Sunday weigh-in, the scale makes a groaning sound.
I just had a touch-up yesterday. Look at it, it's already great. This is your good friend.
Cooks all Mike's favorite fare and makes sure the halva and chocolate bars are there. He buys lovely gold trinkets to give to his honey. And all Edith says is, Mike, you spent too much money. When he bought the Eddie Bauer jacket, that was white. Edith shouted, you'll get that jacket dirty by tonight. It's Zadie's pleasure to take the children on the route on Sunday. And for Edith, every day is babysitting fun day. The devotion to their children they equally share, and their ain't-o'clock, according to them, are exceptionally rare. There is nothing this couple won't do for their friends. Their devotion and loyalty never ends. And Edith gets so angry, she thinks it's a crime, the way friend Irving always gives her a hard time. Mike's sartorial splendor makes Spiegels glad, but his vacation outfits make Edith so mad. Why do you wear stripes and plaids together, she'll yell. But Mike just smiles, he still thinks she's swell. Mike has so much vacation time, they travel everywhere, from Israel to Paris, many adventures they share. In Vegas, Edith likes the slots. Of that, there's no doubt. And Mike hangs out at the crap table, hoping not to crap at the, I'm sorry,
Rewind it.
Mike's at the table, hoping not to crap out.
Take two.
We can't lose Mike in the casino. It's really so funny, because he's usually wearing his red shirt that doesn't quite cover his tummy. By the way, I'm sorry to tell the host, instead of a toast, I made this a roast.
Irving, the truth. Did you really by yourself without us.
She said she'll write it.
I don't believe it.
She said she'll write it
Michelle's been doing that for
She'll write
about
it over.
25 years at least. Since my bar mitzvah, they had a similar poem, and it was a little nicer. And that wasn't a roast. We're going table by table, otherwise we'll get confused. We might let somebody get off the hook. So, the third part of the group, Al and Eve Schwartz.
Watch.
Happy anniversary.
Okay.
You failed it, yeah.
Okay, we'll come over to the house with the video. We'll come to the house with the video camera and tape it later. We'll edit it in. Okay, we'll call on the co-celebrants tonight. We're also celebrating an anniversary. Right? And we'll call on Lois and Bernie Cohn.
Stand up.
Still can't see you. Stand up.
Happy anniversary to a very special pair, a couple who has given to others more than their share. From the early days on Central Park Avenue, we remember our engagement party for more than just a few. We've walked miles to each other's simchas in rain, winds, and snow, for bar mitzvahs in Chicago, and to a wedding in a New York borough we did go. We've enjoyed each other's friendship over many a long year. Tonight we wish you only happiness, good health, and much cheer. Nachas from Stewie, Marcia and the guys, Josh and Rena and their special small fries. From Sharon, who is so accomplished and fine, to Sholamis and Yogi, how their family does shine. Enjoy L'chaim, we wish you the best. 40 is just the beginning. Here's to the rest.
We didn't read that yet. It's from New York.
It's from New York somewhere.
From New York, my
You bought the one that was here and we bought the one that was there.
Can you believe they sell the same cards in New York?
But you know, it's
and
a different
Chicago?
poem inside. The cover is the same, but the inside is different.
We're going to swing to the other side of the room now, and I'll call on my father-in-law, Selwyn White.
I'm sorry that they put all these Pulitzer Prize winners in front of me. I wish they were behind me. I could only think of my father of blessed memory. He would have enjoyed tonight because he didn't think them kind of people did these things.
It's an inside joke, too.
I really wanted to make this short and sweet, but he told Edith, would you stop calling?
I'm sorry.
I wanted to make this short and sweet, but Edith vetoed it. I just wanted to say, after 40 years, I think that Mike deserves a medal. Effie won't let me say that.
That's all right. His secretary called me yesterday and said she was looking for a very large-sized medal that she couldn't find because she thought that I deserved a big medal.
2 medals.
So Effie wrote this. She wanted something original, and in order to, her source was, she called up Senator Joe Biden. She says, you read it. But she says, the last time you gave something original, that was a friend of mine, Mike Cohn. I gave him my term paper to copy in school. I gave Mike my term paper, and they threw him out of school because the teacher showed him what page it was copied. We didn't want anything to go wrong here, or we called Joe Biden. And he said, "Dear Edith and Mike, may you always enjoy the special happiness of sharing your lives, your memories, your love. And may you especially enjoy sharing this 40th wedding anniversary. Congratulations and warm wishes, Effie and Selwyn."
I would kiss you, Effie, but you've been backing off from me.
Thank you, Rebecca.
That's blank first, wasn't it?
Call on my uncle now.
Well, this is a stock prospectus on the stock of the Sheinfelds.
Thanks, sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's a stock prospectus on the Sheinfelds. Here's to Edith and Mike's merge, whose company has been having a great surge. The momentum of their principles grew so fast that the blue chip indicator went to outer limits at last. The history of their company is sound, because for the last 40 years, their assets did abound. The subsidiary branches have come into full growth, says the Dow, and the volume is on the big board right now. Their principal investment has soared, but it's the interest that sends Edith and Mike overboard. The analysts are saying there is plenty more knockers waiting in the wings and an overload of so many good things. Your stock is good for at least another 120 years more to enjoy with your friends and your family whom you adore. Love, Miller and
Okay, we'll call on our good friends who helped keep some of the grandchildren
All
in shoes.
of the grandchildren.
All of the grandchildren in shoes. Herb and Elaine Steinberg.
Elaine wrote this, and she was supposed to do this, but she got cold feet at the last moment. Here's a toast to Edith and Mike, whom I think we all like. May their next 40 years together get better and better and better. So let's not waste any time and wish them good luck with a glass of wine.
And I'll call on Aunt Sarah and Leibowitz and Robert.
Mom, where can I see?
Drinking the wine, okay.
Sit down.
It is a special pleasure to have this chance to say sincere congratulations to both of you today. Many more happy years to you both. May the love you found together bring you happiness forever. Sarah.
Thank you. We'll keep on around the room. We're ready, we'll call on Mr. and Mrs. Robinson, Esther.
Basically, I think we both come a very long way from the old 13th Street place where in the morning we come out, Mike and I call me fetch. At 8:30 in the morning, I am a fetch. Sunday morning, we taught Sunday school from the days that he was called Body. And I was called fetch. And Edith and I schlepped out for the cheap bargains every single morning in Stewie, who bit my daughter on the And Sharon Paula Sheinfeld, who's 5 weeks younger than Sharon Rita Robinson, who's now Chambers, who came a long way, the two of us, from many, many times of happiness and sadness and lots of struggles together. No, Mike worked for my father on the store. And Edie dieted many, many a time, walking down the streets with those apples in the bargain. So we all deserve the knockers from our two friends who struggled with us for a long, long time. And hopefully the next 40 will be easier than the first one.
Is that for both of you, or you don't have any? Well, let's read the card.
When you read the card.
On your anniversary, that you've seen some changes since the day you two were wed. Like the way you spend your money and the time you go to bed. Some changes in your diet and the furniture you use, your form of entertainment and the kind of cars you choose. Bet you've seen some changes in the clothing that you wear, but one thing hasn't changed at all, the special love you share. Happy anniversary.
And next call on the Gellers.
You won't believe it, but we have that same card. We have a very special
because we're gonna start our special toast for Edie and Mike. And with that, we're gonna sing. And I want everyone to join us in.
I know there are quite a few people in the room who were at the wedding, but I'll call out one person who I know was certainly there. My uncle and aunt, Dr. and Mrs. Yarrows.
What is it? I call this a Sheinfeld saga. In February 1949, when the dollar was tight, Edith married Mike, much to our parents' delight. To Appleton they moved and set up a home. By October 1950, they were no longer alone. Stuart was born a big, lovely boy, and back to Chicago they came, much to the family's joy. Into everyone's life, a little rain must fall. Meyer got sick, couldn't work at all. In February of '52, a daughter was born. Sharon Paula they named her, a girl they adore. Time passes and Mike recovered his health. Took a job at Spiegel to recover his wealth. Joshua was born in April of '57, a little boy, sent straight from heaven. And in the fall of 1960, Sweet Shalamet was born. 2 boys, 2 girls. How nifty. 40 years have passed. How quickly they have flown. Mike drives a Cadillac. They've got a gorgeous home. Many grandchildren have they, kids that are fine. So to Edith and Mike, a hearty mazel tov and a loving l'chaim. The original goes with the
And call my cousin Barbara.
Because everyone knows I'm really very shy. For all your days and nights to come, I wish you health as bright as the sun, and a life filled with joy, success, and peace. To Edith and Mike, from Barbara, your niece.
Call on Mr. and Mrs. Kurz.
For my husband and for Debbie. Words from the 3 of us.
Okay.
A young girl and boy met with anticipation, joined hands in life's work with celebration, made a home filled with love, and were blessed from above with all of the things which life is made of. Daily annoyances, moments of bliss, illness and cures, some of that, some of this. Children and office for which all parents yearn, bring along worries and pleasures in turn. So many years melted away, how did it happen? Is all I could say. But look around you and rejoice, lift up your voice, and l'chaim to Edith and Mike, 2 people you can't help but like. We have good wishes on our tongues, and songs and laughter in our lungs. We toast your 40 years together, and wish you many more filled with pleasures, and memory of family and friends you can treasure.
Thank you.
Fiona have something to say?
She'll burp right.
I just asked him. Okay, next we're going around the table. Call on Machtenista. Vicky Remo.
Victoria.
I am not opposed. To Edith and Mike, 2 of the very best friends I have ever had. It is my good fortune to be included as part of their wonderful family. I really lucked out the day my son picked my machatonim for me.
Do you hear that?
May the last 40 years be a prelude
the next 40. Good health, happiness, and much nachas to Edith, Mike, and all their loved ones.
Finish this table, I call Mrs. Freed.
Oh, the port Myron, I expect. Bernice, we got Bernice.
You can sit with it.
Short. Bernice,
After everybody,
You don't take it back.
here's to Edith and her Mike, two people we admire and we like. 40 years of wedded bliss deserves a gala celebration like this. May they continue to celebrate many happy occasions, for they do rate. May they have contentment and peace. May their joys and family continue to increase. I wish them well. Yes, indeed. It's the loving wish of your friend, Bernice Freed.
Get to the final table. We'll start with Hill. You done reading there? You ready? Mr. Hillmeyer.
Dear Edith and Mike, we feel privileged to be counted among your friends to share in your secret. Speaking of counting, here are some thoughts we had using gematria. 40 is a number signifying completeness. It's 40 years in the desert and counting 40 days from Pesach till Shavuos. 40 equals li, which in English is for me, to me and mine. Shana is 355, which equals simcha, joy. Total of 40 years in Hebrew is 395. Mishnah double-wise, as you two are for each other. Yehudi equals 435, which in Hebrew is hikit, you struck him with love. Maya equals 251, vayaki ra, and he recognized her to be his. True love. Semed equals 124, which equals kolanu, we dreamed. Chemed equals 52, litovor in Hebrew, for goodness. Semed, chemed, a delightful pair. For many more years of your good health and happiness together. Now,
Call on Mr. and Mrs. Ray.
A big anniversary has come our way for Edie and Mike, a most memorable day.
40 years of wedded life, firmly united as man and wife.
Mike the athlete, many years to enjoy. Don't pull any muscle stretching out on your lazy boy.
Edith, as you shed your youth, you don't lose your allure. You're even more desirable now that you're mature.
Though not able to be with you this simcha to share, they join in this toast, your friends Arnold and Claire.
So we all wish you mazel and bracha and feel privileged to be part of your extended mishpacha.
Just pick up your glass as we sing a toast. Mike and Edie, we've come to celebrate 40 years of marriage with the same old maid. Your family has been growing, to Israel some are going. Let's drink a toast, we think you're the most, l'chaim to one and all.
Jack Willett. This is Mr. and Mrs. Hirsch.
They pass.
They pass. Well, you have something to say.
My husband.
Okay, Rabbi Goldberg?
We also were remiss in not writing anything out.
But Sonia was away in Paris. So
I thought it was coming French. The reminiscences of all of you here, I identify with very much because our relationship goes back Albany Park over 40 years ago, before Mike.
That's right.
And
I don't want to give you initials.
I and Sonia, so we share the memories. Sonia came on the scene later, but she became a very integral part of the lives of all those I was associated with back in Albany Park. But being last, I want to invoke the memory of one other person that was part of that group, and that was Edith's mother, Mrs. Yaris. With her good humor and her outstanding Yiddish expressions, she was very much a part of us, and I think we want to remember her tonight too. She was always proud of Mike. I don't know why.
He always treated me bigger, Brian.
And I'm sure she joins us all in wishing you bis 120 year much health and happiness.
I'd like to thank all of you, and now you have to listen to the family.
I was thinking earlier about my grandmother, and I was thinking that she was missed by the lovely affair we were having.
Call on, I started with my children, the youngest. So once again, I'll start with the youngest daughter, Kalama.
Okay, since Sharon wasn't here, she helped me write part of the poem also, so she's included. Happy 40th anniversary to our dear parents, Edith and Mike. To us, your Abba and Ima, Bubby and Zadie, to our little tykes. To put our love into words is hard for us to do, but we truly appreciate all the wonderful things done by you. Sunday mornings, the kids get ready for their route. Zadie would never stop this fun, not even for a drive. Abba is never too busy to give advice or help any day, and he truly believes his children and grandchildren are perfect in every way. Bubby always tries to please everyone. Just ask her to do anything and it will be done. Making meatballs, baking dozens of cookies, writing tickets, or buying chopped liver, Ima is always ready to babysit and is never known to shiver. Unfortunately, our present couldn't be here tonight. We wanted to be sure all the names were just right. In our davening to Hashem, we say Eitz Chaim Hi. So for this milestone, your children have ordered a family tree. May you continue to get much nachat from those written on it, and we hope that your love for each other will never quit.
The good thing was a long ride to St. Charles.
What do you think?
Good thing was a long ride.
It doesn't say, I didn't sign everything.
Call my brother Josh, who is the representative from New York, and he has quite a few poems to read here.
Who is supposed to
Start with the youngest.
I'll start with the youngest.
I see Dr.
I brought, my children are very upset with me that they're not here, so I will. This is from the smallest one from Ilana. Dear Bubby and Zadie, happy anniversary. I love you, love Ilana. It's just a picture. Yes, from my eldest daughter. Dear Bubby and Zadie, you are very special to me. Am I special to you? If I am special to you, then we are a big and loving family. Zadie, thank you for taking me places and buying me presents. Bubby, thank you for making me cookies. I hope you come to visit soon. When you come, we will bake cookies and play games. I love you very much. Happy 40th anniversary. Love, Dacha. And my mother-in-law also is not able to be here tonight, but she had sent a card and a donation, and I will read the card. It's two very special people. Donation to the Ark, not to my parents. To two very special people. I am a very lucky woman to have such wonderful Machatenistas as friends. You are there when needed without being asked. You are truly family like a brother and sister. May God bless both of you with good health and happiness, and Yiddish nachas from the children and grandchildren. Thank you for being you. Appreciatively yours, Esther. Mazel tov, may we be able to celebrate in good health your 45th and 50th together with our loved ones. Love, Esther.
Thank you.
Now we get to the better ones. I came up with two. One of them came up on a spur of the moment during the week, and I've shared it with my siblings already, and they told me I should share it at the meal as well. It's very short. Roses are red, violets are blue. If you're married 40 years, why is Stewie 42?
He is Adonis. In those days, nobody even thought of doing things like that.
For those of you who don't know, he's only 38, so don't... Right, he's only 38, but it was...
Thank you very much, kids.
Why did she stick up for you, Stuart?
Judy's the oldest, so.
Oh, see?
Dear Abba and Ima.
And she's pregnant in the
With-
movie.
Thank you.
Dear Abba and Ima, in from New York I flew, bringing anniversary wishes from my family to you. Whether you are far or near, in our hearts you will always be dear. 40 years, it hardly seems true, couldn't happen to greater parents than you. Through 4 children and 9 grandchildren, in June Yirtzeh Hashem, it will be 10. We love you both dearly, you know that it's true, and so we'd like to say happy anniversary to you. Love, Rena, Josh, Dacha, and Ilana.
Right, my turn, huh?
Oh, yeah, it is.
I'm going to cheat here. It's like somebody accused another table of copying the same card. I'm going to make you guys work again. See who remembers and who was really there, and since I wasn't, no matter what he said. We have a card here that's printed up through the wonders of computers, and it says that Mike and Edith were married on Sunday, February 27th. Does anybody know some of the popular songs of that time? Okay.
Here comes the bride.
Let's see. Bippity boppity boo. Dear hearts and gentle people, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Okay.
Very good.
Faraway places, I haven't even heard of these songs. Younger than springtime.
Younger than springtime.
Whoa!
I guess that was a real popular one. Don't worry.
Don't worry, be happy.
Be happy.
Mule train?
What's that, Barbie? Can you accompany them on something?
Ghost Riders in the Sky. That's what I heard of. That lucky old sun, and again. Okay, the best movie of the year. Anybody?
Ours.
No. All the King's Men. Who was the best actor? Roderick Crawford. And the best actress?
Olivia de Havilland.
Oh, you read the card. Okay, the best TV show. I'm sorry?
You want to know what movies?
All the King's Men. Oh, it doesn't say. I don't have that information available at my fingertips. No, the TV show was Life of Riley.
Lois says there was no TV.
There was no TV. The radio show was Father Knows Best. And who won the World Series?
Yankees.
Yankees over
The same thing.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
That's all they ever.
Harry Truman was the president. Anybody know who the vice president was? Alvin Barkley. Very good. Okay, now here are the things that'll really could knock you out.
What prizes do we get for this trip?
You get dessert when he's
Get
done.
dessert when I'm done. Okay, the average 3-bedroom home in 1949. Anybody want to take a guess? $7,450. As a,
If we were the 4 houses there.
yes, but in the wrong part of town. The average home today, just so you get an idea what kind of figures we're comparing to, according to this, is $82,529.
I know that answers the bad neighborhood. Nothing anybody hears.
The average income
$5,000.
3,100. This is average. We're not talking about the rich people now. $3,107, and the average income in 1949. And today it's $30,453. Okay, how much did a new Ford cost?
$700. $700.
$1,315. $1,300.
Is it with the digital radio or without?
I wonder about some of these
Graphic
figures,
equalizer.
because according to them, you can buy a new Ford today for $10,879. I don't know about that.
An Escort.
I'll buy an Escort.
Gasoline, they say, was 27 cents. Oh, is that true?
Is that right?
Okay. A pound of bread.
Oh, 9 cents.
14 cents. 14 cents. A gallon of milk was 84 cents.
Don't you have the receipt? Doesn't she have the receipt?
What else? Okay, on Broadway, the #1 show was South Pacific. Bob Hope, Milton Berle, and Red Skelton were popular. Gene Autry sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Silly Putty, Samba Dance, and Canasta Cards were pastimes. The fashion were ponytails, sweater sets, and flared skirts. The Lone Ranger began on TV. And just to what was it? To bring you a little closer, on our 10th anniversary, on TV we had Bonanza and the Untouchables. Cars had tail fins, two-tone colors, and shiny chrome. On Broadway we had The Sound of Music. Polka dots and wide belts were in fashion. Bobby Darin sang Mac the Knife.
Yeah.
Barbie doll, the first Barbie dolls came out.
Original, right over there.
The Real McCoys were on TV. And Alaska and Hawaii joined the Union. And in 1974, on their 25th anniversary,
What was your 10th anniversary?
streaking was a fad. I don't remember that. Alaska and Hawaii, yeah. President Nixon resigned. There was a gasoline shortage. Henry Aaron broke the record of 714 home runs. And the hit movie of the year was The Sting with the song The Entertainer. And Little House on the Prairie began on TV. And this is not the family tree that we ordered, but we have a miniature version here on the cover, and all your poems have been placed in this notebook. Pictures that we took tonight.
Oh, blank paper. We have a little presentation. Actually, it's more or less self-explanatory. And this is in honor of your 40th anniversary. A white mantle is being given to congregation STAM by your friends.
Oh, beautiful.
That's wonderful. For you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry,
Torah, I'm Sheinfeld. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, thank you.
Wasn't ready yet, so.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he was talking about today.
From the guest of honor. I'll leave it up to who wants to let him fight about it for 4 years.
No, I have full. You wanted to paint them. You can start it. I'll add. If I don't like what you say, I'll add.
She'll add.
Firstly, perhaps we want to thank my daughter-in-law, Marcia, for being instrumental in creating this whole party. All of our children that contributed to it, Shalamas, Yogi, Shub, Shalamas, Jared, and everybody else, Stuart. And today's party, the Rabbi mentioned the fact that why do we say Machtis HaShekel? And so he brings out the point that the reason that Jewish people were given a Machtis HaShekel is any one person is only half. And so till you get your spouse, you create the other half, and you become a whole.
Why are today's all sleep? Today, I want to run, so he didn't sleep.
So we want to thank hope to celebrate many more happy occasions. Amen.
I usually correct Mike, but he did such a good job now. Oh, wow. Thank you. Now, take it down for posterity. Remember good things. Thank you, thank you. Everybody?
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm sorry. Alonzo. No. Stop it. No. I have to tell her. There's nothing to tell. There is. I saw. You didn't see anything. It was a nightmare.
You say Mr. Frank always treated you fairly. You still believe that?
I guess.
You know a man named Jim Conley? Alonzo.
I know who he is.
You work Saturdays at the factory. Did you ever see him there?
Yes.
Where would he be? Would he be sitting under the stairs?
Sometimes.
Why, what would he be doing?
Like what?
Well, would he be sleeping? Would he be watching the door?
I don't know. I saw his eyes. I came in and he was there and he looked at me.
Well, then by what you're saying, he could have been watching the door, as he claims. Now, on the day of the murder, was he sitting and watching?
I guess.
Oh, son, don't guess. This is too important. Was he or wasn't he?
Yes.
Now, you know what Conley says happens at the factory on Saturdays, don't you?
Sorta.
Did you ever see any women there?
The girls sometimes. Mary. I seen Mary.
Oh, yes, of course. Are you talking about the day of the murder? Alonzo? Alonzo, are you saying that you saw Mary Fagan at the factory near the time of the murder? You didn't say anything like that in your testimony.
Nobody asked. I would have. I seen her there that day. I was there and I seen her go in.
And then? Then what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, go on, son.
I don't know. I went to the parade. I was going out and I seen her go in.
And what? What happened then?
She got killed. I heard them say the next day. I left and she got killed. While I was at the...
And I don't mind telling you, there was one thing that always bothered me. I was the medical examiner at the scene, and they told me there was blood on the lathe and blood on the floor by the lathe.
There wasn't any?
A speck or two. No more than that. Sure, not enough to prove it was Mary Fagan's. The claim was that they found strands of hair on the lathe. Her hair. But I can't be certain it was hers.
Weren't the blood and the hair offered as the main proof she was murdered near Frank's office?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Quinn, what was your job at the factory?
I run the metal department.
Are you aware of the claims that Mary's hair and blood were found on a lathe on the second floor?
Of course he's aware of it. He pointed it out to me himself.
Is it true, Mr. Quinn?
Well, yeah, them police told me I should. I never put much stock in it myself, but
They said it was important and said it was my duty to testify, and he made out like I'd get some big reward if I did.
Then you don't think it was Mary's hair, Mary's blood?
Well, could have belonged to any of them girls. There's a little gas jet up there they heat the curlers on. They was always up there curling their hair when nobody was looking.
What about the blood?
Well, it's a lathe. People always cutting their fingers on a lathe. I've done it myself 100 times.
Why didn't you say this at the trial?
With all due respect, Your Excellency, this line of questioning is ridiculous. There was hair on the lathe. If it wasn't Mary Fagan's, it had to be somebody's.
Nobody said that it got there by itself.
Why then didn't Mr. Rosser here produce one of the girls? After all, there was 103 of them. To say that the hair might, just might have been hers? If such a girl exists, why in God's name didn't she come forward?
Would you admit to curling your hair on company time? If you were female, if you were poor and needed that job.
All she would have had to do was to admit curling her hair. That's no crime and no disgrace. Why didn't the girl come forward? There can be but one answer. The girl whose hair it was dead.
That's all for today. I want you to call Leo Frank. I think it's time I met this man myself.
Facing the world with a cold sore can be very embarrassing. From the first tingle, I use Campho-Phenique Cold Sore Gel. It goes to work instantly on my cold sore. Campho-Phenique Cold Sore Gel helps me face the world.
This man once had a heart attack. Since then, his doctor prescribed exercise, the right foods, and aspirin. Studies show aspirin helps reduce the risk of second heart attacks. Ask your doctor. Bayer, the wonder drug that works wonders.
What makes the Formula One world champion such a great race car? Computer-programmed fuel injection. Dual overhead cams. 4 valves per cylinder. What makes this such a great street car? Exactly the same technology. The Integra. Precision-crafted performance from Acura.
If you like nuts, you'll love Cluster's cereal. It's the nuttiest tasting cereal. Only Cluster's has almonds, pecans, and walnuts clustered together with a touch of honey and mixed with crispy flakes. No one who loves nuts can resist such a nutty combination. If you like nuts, you'll love Cluster's.
Get Flex beautiful hair and get a chance to win beautiful diamonds. Even this gorgeous necklace. Look for details on specially marked bottles of Flex. You could be a winner.
Flex beautiful hair. Yeah. Here's a smelly reason why you need Carpet Fresh Scent 2. D-O. Doggy odors. Carpet Fresh Scent 2 with double action eliminates D-O and leaves a fresh, clean scent. Nothing freshens carpets like Carpet Fresh.
The murder of Mary Fagan will continue following these messages.
Friday, Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner are back by popular demand, joined by a son with a blinding force. The return of the $6 million man and the bionic woman. Then,
there was a skin flick with a fake murder. A real murder. The movie is just an illusion.
You think violence is artistic? We have nothing. Look at her eyes. They're dead.
Miami Vice, Friday.
Every now and then, there really is magic in the air. And dreams too. You could win $1 million and live happily ever after.
Here's a message of national interest that could save you a pretty penny. Your Chicagoland Chevy dealers are now offering $500 cash back on the full-sized 88 pickups. And here's another great tip. You can bring your savings up to a total of $1,700 with special option packages. So why knock yourself out? Saving money is easy at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. You'll laugh all the way to the bank.
Mary Fagan's death and the birth of the Anti-Defamation League after the movie.
The Murder of Mary Fagan continues, starring Jack Lemmon.
Here comes Jack the Ripper.
Pervert!
Let's settle this now!
Not here! Not now! And not as long as I'm sheriff of Fulton County! Now get out of the way!
I want to come with you.
Do you have anything to say?
Governor, I have something to ask.
What is that?
Do I look like a man who could murder a child?
Governor, I object. This man is a convicted murderer, and this is a violation of legal procedure.
I think that our judicial system can probably survive Mr. Frank's question.
You haven't answered it, Governor.
I will answer, Mr. Frank. No. You don't look like a man who could murder a child, but we both know that life is more complicated than that. Men who look like saints have killed. Mr. Frank, you say you didn't know Mary Fagan.
Not by name, no.
She worked not 10 feet from your office for over a year. You passed by her every day.
Yes?
As manager of the factory, you knew everything going on there, didn't you?
I thought so.
Now, Mr. Frank, let me ask you a question. Is Jim Conley's testimony true?
No. It's a lie. Every word.
Of course he'd say that. The jury didn't believe him. The jury believed Conley.
I know that. I do not need to be reminded who the jury believed. Our problem now is who I'm to believe.
Jim Conley told the police he couldn't write. I was the one who told them that he could. Then he claims that he wrote those notes at my request. He wrote those notes himself to save his skin. May I stand, sir?
If that makes you comfortable.
I speak for my life here today, and a defense of life calls for eloquence. But I'm not a speaker. I'm a factory manager. When the police brought me to view Mary Fagan's body, it was the most horrible sight I've ever seen. Jim Conley testified that I killed her, that I wanted to burn her body in the furnace. Governor, I can only say that such an act, it's not in me. It's not in me. When a man spends months in a jail cell, he has time to scribble all sorts of things. But I won't take your time. I did not kill Mary Fagan. The last I saw of her was when I paid her in my office on that Saturday and told her she looked pretty. Because she did. If the state wills that my life be taken as atonement for that poor little girl who was killed by another, then it remains for me only to die. With whatever dignity I can. But, sir, I am innocent of this crime. And the future will prove it. Thank you for hearing me.
Stand back. Governor's coming through. Stand back there.
Why you doing this, Governor? Let him hang, Slayton!
John!
Get out of the way! Get him!
Arrest this man! Arrest him!
Get him inside!
What are you doing, John? You're gonna get yourself killed. Just what the hell are you doing?
What you forced me to do.
All right. Maybe I stuck you with this case. But I never dreamed you'd run with it.
No, you thought I'd pass it on down the line, like a coward.
Yeah, I did.
Do you think Frank would have gotten a fair hearing if I did?
He already had a fair hearing.
Did he?
All right. Maybe I finesse. I'm a prosecutor. I'm not a dancing master. You just listen to Frank in there. Did he tell you anything new?
At least I will know I heard him.
Fine. Now put it aside. Let it go. When we started out, I believed that you were the man to lead the people of this state into the 20th century. For whatever reason, I still do. The man is guilty. Don't throw your career away just to prove a point. You do that, we all lose, not just you. Don't let that happen.
Governor, we brought your car around to the side, sir.
Is Mrs. Slayton all right?
She's fine, sir. I suggest you hurry, Governor.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Be seeing you, little girl.
Evening, Miss Carter. I'm sorry about all the shenanigans.
It's all right. I ain't visited the Lord's house a while. Guess I'm about due.
I'm sort of in a hurry,
Oh.
so... Regular little Cyrano, wasn't he?
Can you use him? To keep him locked up away from me?
I'm gonna try. And I want to thank you.
Oh, I didn't do this for you. I didn't do it for that. I don't like him. I don't like this place. Further I get away from both, the happier I'll be.
You're going away?
Somewhere. What's it like where you come from?
New York City. Well, it's different anyway.
I wouldn't mind different. Maybe I'll pass you on the street.
Maybe.
Hello, boys. You hear the calling of the Lord?
Might ask the same of you.
Sort of embarrassed when I was just passing through and I felt nature's call. No sooner did I answer it, I lost my way.
You mind emptying your pockets?
What for? Well, okay, sure thing. There we go. Of course, if you told me what you're looking for, maybe I could help you out here.
Maybe he's telling the truth.
I doubt it.
Boys, I'm heading north. I'm going home. My compliments to both of you. You're true professionals.
As long as we're here, why don't we give you a little escort out of town?
I'd be honored.
This NBC miniseries is sponsored in part by the American Express card. Membership has its privileges. Don't leave home without it.
Big day for you.
Yeah.
Excited?
I can't believe it's really happening.
Now this is a photograph. That was some trip.
Get down the street.
Dad? Dad!
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Can you... American Express? My daughter and I just had an accident.
Do you need a doctor?
I think she's got a broken wrist.
Can you give me your location, please?
I'd like to keep this while you're away.
Sure.
I got something for you.
It's got my name on it.
Just in case.
Thank you.
Study hard.
I will.
Someone who cares when you're far from home. Membership has its privileges.
I'm gonna miss you too.
If you're trying to lose a few pounds and butter is out, you're gonna love this. Molly McButter. Now you can shake on the taste of butter for just 4 calories. Molly McButter. New Molly McButter natural butter flavor sprinkles. The taste of real butter with only 4 calories per serving. A very wholesome, 100% natural 4 little calories. So indulge yourself. Molly McButter. You've got Molly now.
I know when I'm getting my period. My body always tells me, and that's the time to stop menstrual pain and cramps. That's what Haltrin does. Haltrin can halt cramps right from the start. Then keep them halted for hours on end.
Haltrin's advanced anti-cramping formula goes right to the source of pain and quickly neutralizes the body chemicals that cause pain.
So cramps don't stop me, I stop them.
Haltrin can halt cramps.
Right from the start.
Lauren Hutton on Getting Older in Hollywood.
Never audition first thing in the morning. And even if your leading man is prettier than you are, never let him see you sweat.
Dry Idea Solid. No other solid keeps you drier.
Wednesday, it's a Cheers Extra. So it's part one of a two-night special.
No!
Then Beverly Hills Buns is back.
That's great.
And his partner's got a scheme that's gonna bring down the house. And on St. Elsewhere, a medical miracle?
I'm pregnant.
Is there anything we can do?
Like what? Enroll him in Lamaze?
Come home Wednesday.
Compliments of the world's greatest detective.
So, Conley wrote a bunch of love letters to this woman. Well, love letters of a sort.
This is a copy of the note I found next to Mary Fagan's body. The one Conley insisted Leo Frank dictated to him to pin the thing on the night watchman.
He said he would love me and laid down, play like night witch, did it. But that slim black negro did by himself. I write, while he played with me, he meant night watchman. Night witch, he wrote by mistake. Witch.
That's what we all assumed. This is one of Conley's last letters to the woman. Listen. If you love me, I will be the happiest easy rider you ever had. If you say you don't love me, I will as soon be rode by the night witch and die right now. Not to you or me. Burns left these letters for me at a church. I asked the reverend at that church about the night witch. He told me it's an old colored legend. When children cry in their sleep, that's their call that the night witch is riding them. You're supposed to go wake them up, otherwise in the morning you'll find them dead with a rope around their neck.
Conley made up the note himself.
He had to. If you and I never heard of that legend, both of us born here, both raised around Negroes, just don't see how could come up with something like this. It came from Conley. He lied about this, he lied about all of it. He killed her.
Maybe. But it is still possible that Frank heard about that night witch somewhere.
I don't believe that, neither do you.
It's just not enough. Kind of proof I can hold up.
To whom, Governor?
To me. If I'm gonna do this, I need to look back and remember. If I'm gonna do this, I need to know why.
Who's there?
Are you Newt Lee?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Well, I wasn't expecting no governor.
I'd like to look around.
What do you want to see?
I'm not sure. You found the body in the basement.
Yes, sir.
Would you show me, please?
Sorry. Forgot to warn you.
Does it always stop like that?
Sure do. They let the ground be the brake. Governor?
The umbrella. The little girl's umbrella.
Sir?
I have got to break Conley. Everything depends on that.
Governor, with all the respect in the world, you've gone off the deep end up with this.
Not really.
You're enjoying all this, aren't you?
Is this the property division of the police department?
Who might you be?
Governor Slayton. I'd like to look at the evidence from the Leo Frank trial.
Good Lord, the governor. Why,
Yes.
sure. Got in watch front. We've got it cornered now, Governor. What are we looking for? Hope you don't open it in here, sir. It's bad luck.
But you said the governor wanted to see me.
That's right.
Now, Jim, this is where you sat when you did your watching for Mr. Frank.
Yes, sir, Governor.
See?
Right here.
That's where you were when he came down and told you what he'd just done to that little girl.
That's right, boss.
Then what happened?
You mean right next thing?
Something about a hat and an umbrella.
It's been a while, boss. I don't recollect too much of it, no, sir.
Somehow I didn't expect you to, but fortunately, Solicitor Dorsey took your statement down in writing at the time.
Mr. Frank, he told me to hide her body, to hide her hat and her umbrella, and then meet him back upstairs.
Show us where you hid him.
I just dropped him down a shaft.
Just show us. Perhaps this'll help. Thank you. Ashby?
Yes, sir.
Ashby, you were here that night. Is that the way the umbrella was found?
Yeah, that's about right.
Uh-huh. Hey, Jim, let's go to the second floor. So, you hid Mary Fagan's things and then came up here, like Mr. Frank told you.
That's right.
Girl was already dead when you got here.
Yeah.
So you and Mr. Frank carried her to the elevator and then down to the basement. That is what you told me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Let's take a ride. Jeffries, take this thing back up, would you? All right, that'll do it. You remembering any better, Jim?
He told you what he knows. What does all this rigmarole mean?
Tell him, Jim. If you and Leo Frank brought that body down in the elevator like you said, this umbrella would have been smashed just like it is, but it wasn't, because it never happened. Mary Fagan wasn't murdered on the second floor. Maybe the first, maybe down here in the basement, and by somebody who was waiting to rob her when she came down with her pay. You made up quite a story, Jim. Would you care to tell us how it really was?
How you expect me to remember all that old stuff, boss? Been sitting in jail for a while. I done forgot all that old stuff I told the newspapers. I ain't studied on no umbrella.
What about the other day? Do you remember with me then?
About what?
You shaved him. You washed him. You dressed him up. You brought him into court, and you let him lie through his teeth to convict an innocent man. You're a witness, Mr. Dorsey.
Folks need a little help?
And how will you be paying for that?
American Express.
It'll be okay, Mr. Davis. If you stop by our Minneapolis office tomorrow, you can pick up a new card.
Do you know if that's within walking distance?
Why?
Because I only have 83 cents. But do you know what would really help?
What?
I'm having some trouble checking into this hotel.
I can imagine with only 83 cents. I can take care of it. Let me just talk to the hotel manager.
Thank you.
Okay.
A friendly voice in the middle of the night. Membership has its privileges.
I went to my dentist with the worst pain. He told me about a different medicine. It's in these little yellow pills, Nuprin. Works so well on that pain, no wonder it's great on my awful headaches.
Nuprin. It's not aspirin, not Tylenol. It's ibuprofen. So effective, 2 Nuprin stop headaches better than extra-strength Tylenol.
And Nuprin's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
It even worked on my worst pain.
All douches are not alike.
Only Summer's Eve disposable douche has this unique one-piece flexible design for comfort and these gentle cleansing formulas. Try the douche that's unique. Summer's Eve. It refreshes as it cleans.
It's more effective than the leading men's deodorant. It's been proven better in clinical tests at blocking odor. It's Old Spice Fast Track Wide Deodorant. It blocks odor better.
The murder of Mary Fagan will continue following these messages.
This is China. Lots of curious things happen in China.
Anything is legal, so long as you don't go to jail.
This is a business trip. It's not a romantic holiday. What was imagined became real.
System on broken coin.
Gives me control of the Noble House. Enter the adventure. Enter at your own risk. Noble House, February 21st.
Could be the simplest, smallest detail that makes a person really love that car.
As opposed to throwing it off a cliff.
Cars should be designed so that everything a person needs, is right where they're going to need it.
It's just attention to details.
When you pay attention to little details, they become big details.
Nissan, built for the human race.
This news preview is sponsored by Marshall Fields and Egghead Discount Computers.
Tonight on Channel 5 News at 10.
I have no hard feelings about it. I did what I thought was right.
The latest fallout from that TV confrontation between Vice President George Bush and Dan Rather. Also the Mary Fagan murder case, how it led to the creation of the Anti-Defamation League here in Chicago and still sparks controversy 75 years later. And what you need to know before you check into a hotel and pick up the phone.
Join Ron Majors and Carol Marine tonight on Channel 5 News at 10.
Edward, darling, ready to go shopping?
I'm hiding. It's January savings at Marshall Fields. 25 to 50% off everything for you and your home. Who could say no?
I didn't start out as America's largest software dealer. I was just a small fry. I only wish I had this. The new Lotus 123 Small Business Kit. It starts with the world's most popular spreadsheet. 1, 2, 3. Then adds the financial tools to help a small business expand. And at Egghead, it's only $369.99. See, I'm not as hard-boiled as I look.
Egghead Discount Software, America's largest retailer of Lotus software.
The murder of Mary Fagan continues, starring Jack Lemmon.
Start this thing up, they're liable to hear us. I'll tell you what, why don't we push it down a block or two and then it ought to be all right.
Please, tell me where you're taking me.
Place called Milledgeville, prison farm. You ought to be safe there.
Safe?
Governor's commuting your sentence. God help us all.
What do you see, a hero? I see a man who needs a good night's sleep.
And after that?
It's a toss-up whether they try to lynch Leo Frank or me first.
I guess I'd rather be the widow of a brave man than the wife of a coward.
Get me General Nash.
General, we're gonna need the guard, sir. Everybody you've got.
What'd you bring your women and children for? Don't you know they can get shot too? Now go on home.
John.
Now get back or we're gonna start cracking heads. Satan, king of the Jews. Hang it.
Friends, that which some of us have feared all along has happened. Our ideals and our values have been violated. We've been shamed before all men. And the worst of it is not that Leo Frank has escaped, for he has not escaped. Nor can he ever escape the punishment that his vile act has earned. No, my friends, the worst of it is that this shame has been visited on us by one of our own. Like a thief in the night, he took the honor of Georgia. And he sold it. He shall not be forgiven.
John, it's time.
Before I have the honor to pass the seal of this state to my successor, I feel I must make a statement regarding recent events that have so divided us. Honest people may disagree with my decision, but they must realize that all of us must be measured by our consciences. 2,000 years ago, another governor washed his hands of a case and handed a Jew to a mob. 2,000 years later, that governor's name is a curse. It's been my lifelong dream to serve the people of Georgia in the United States Senate. That is a dream I will not see unfold. I can do many things in my life. I can plow. I can hoe. And I can live in obscurity. But I cannot abide the companionship of an accusing conscience. Gentlemen, I did not dishonor this seal.